Move over. That's what DPS is asking you to do tonight. Anytime you see flashing lights, pull over to the side of the freeway. If you don't, you could wind up coughing up some cash. Marcelino Benito is live along I-10 with more on this Not on Your Side Safety Watch.
Guy, it's a law that's been on the books since about 2005, but a lot of people out here along the interstate just aren't following it. That's why we tagged along with DPS as they pulled people over for not moving over. Arizona interstates. Fast, dangerous, even deadly.
Our biggest danger is the motoring public that could run into us.
It's why we hit the road with DPS officer David Hopkins.
You'll see firsthand.
To see up close the dangers they face. Cars zipping by you at 75 to 80 miles an hour can pose a serious danger. So when the lights are flashing, DPS wants you to move over.
807.
Our job today, busting those who don't.
People are talking on their phones, doing everything else except for really paying attention to driving.
So naturally, we had plenty to pick from.
We'll go get that 464.
Officer Hopkins spots the offender and picks up speed down I-19. The sirens sound, the lights flash, the stop is made.
You're required to move over by law.
The driver tells Officer Hopkins he knows about the law.
Okay, so how come we didn't do that today then?
Probably because the guy in front of me didn't.
Well, there was nobody in front of you.
A paper warning issued, and the driver's on his way.
807, I'll be clear my stop.
And so are we.
We were watching and there was nobody in front of him, so it just wasn't paying attention today, and I think that's one of the biggest things out here.
It doesn't take long to zero in on another guilty driver just zooming by in the right lane, and we're off to get them. These drivers are snowbirds, unaware of the move over law.
I'm gonna write you a warning today. There's no points or fines for it. Just in the future, make sure you move over.
Hopkins says despite the warning, ignorance isn't an excuse, especially when their lives are on the line.
Every time we step out of that car, it's dangerous out there. I know every officer I know that's our main goal is to go home to our families.
And too many don't make it home. Nationally, one officer and 23 highway workers are killed every month by drivers that don't move over.
Simple things like moving over, it makes it safer on us.
Now, a lot of those people in our story tonight, lucky they just got off with warnings. DPS tells me they will be conducting enhanced enforcement of this law throughout the month of March. So if you're caught, DPS will cite you, and those citations do come with fines. So bottom line here, Guy, move over. We're live along I-10 tonight. I'm Marcelino Benito, KGUN-9 on your side.
And if people are cited, how much are those fines?
Well, Guy, it really varies county to county, but it can be up to $250, so definitely not pocket change.
That's a chunk. Thank you, Marcelino.